The Oblivion remaster has dropped and it is truly beautiful. After a leak basically forced Todd's hand to announce the live stream announcement, we were just gifted a fully remastered game with all its DLC for only $50. Take notes, Nintendo, you greedy bastards. The fact that this was kept secret for years is amazing, and it gives me some hope that we might get an Elder Scrolls VI announcement around the corner. But for now, we get to bask in the greatness of Oblivion. Remade essentially from the ground up, the Oblivion remaster is a true love letter from Bethesda and Virtuous Studios. Running on Unreal Engine 5, this 2006 classic has been brought up to modern gaming graphics and really shows what they can do in the world of Tamriel. Everything has been improved upon, from lighting and sound to animations and lip sync. They did keep the original wacky dialogue though, which makes me happy because I've been quoting it since I was 17. I saw a mud crab the other day by the water. Filthy creatures. Good day. And they added newly recorded lines now that they have actual storage for the files. And speaking of storage, the remaster of Oblivion comes in at a whopping 128 gigs, so you better uninstall Warzone from your computer to free up space for this. If you have not played an Elder Scrolls game like Skyrim or Oblivion, you truly are missing out, and I have no idea where you've been for the last 20 years. The Elder Scrolls takes place on the continent of Tamriel, a large open world covering many regions like Skyrim and Cyrodiil. These action-adventure games are packed with over 500 hours worth of gameplay and will take you on quests where you fight your way through monster-filled caves, to stealing for the Thieves Guild, to learning magic at a college to become a mage. Skyrim is universally praised as one of the best games of all time and has hundreds of editions that have come out over the years. Please stop giving me these for Christmas, I have like 20 copies already. But before the behemoth known as Skyrim came out, Oblivion was released in 2006 and was immediately Game of the Year material. At the time, you could play it on your Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and it was top of the line when it came to graphics, even though all these years later, it has a very cartoonish look to it in terms of NPC face movements and ragdoll physics. But wackiness aside, I've spent thousands of hours playing Oblivion, so much that it melted my Xbox 360 CPU once, causing my screen to turn purple, and I had to throw the thing out. So after spending hours playing Oblivion on my expensive gaming PC, it was time to see how this remaster would hold up on my Steam Deck. Luckily this time around, I can just download Oblivion from the Steam store and don't have to spend time trying to figure out how to get it to run through desktop mode. Unfortunately for me, it's a massive file and took over an hour to download, so I went to have pizza with my wife while I waited. The game is set to low settings and is capped at 30 frames per second as soon as you turn it on. In handheld mode, it runs alright. It's nothing to write home about in terms of looks, but it gets the job done. I did notice the lighting was way different compared to the PC version. I did have to lower the brightness a lot in the game, but otherwise, I did not encounter any real issues. That is until I docked it to my monitor and then everything just shit the bed. The colors became extremely washed out and looked worse than the original version of the game. I tried messing around with the settings, but it just wouldn't allow me to lower the resolution for whatever reason. I'm not sure what was happening, so I had to take it off the dock and shut it down and let it cool off for a bit. When I docked it to my 55-inch TV, Oblivion did the same thing with the upscaling and not allowing me to change the resolution, so I just gave up. If you don't have a gaming PC or an Xbox or PS5, playing the Oblivion remake on your Steam Deck in just handheld mode will be a great experience. This Steam Deck is unfortunately starting to show its age here with the Oblivion remaster. It looks fine and plays decent in the handheld mode, but I wouldn't be playing it docked ever again. Apparently the Ally X will be able to get the remaster closer to 60 frames per second, so I am interested to see how it runs on it. This game is really pushing the Steam Deck's limits, and it is making me really excited to get my hands on the Legion Go S next month to see how much better this thing will perform. The Elder Scrolls is one of my favorite franchises in gaming, where I probably put 10,000 hours combined between Oblivion and Skyrim. If you have yet to play any of these games, the Oblivion remaster is well worth the $50, as it comes with all of its DLCs like I said, and those were basically full games worth of content, so this will keep you busy for months. It's kinda crazy that we got an Oblivion remaster before we even got a release date for the Elder Scrolls 6, and at this point I don't think I'm gonna get that game until I'm in my 40s. And I'm already having trouble where I like pee all night long after I have like a sip of water. Oh, I should probably get that checked out. Alright, well, did you get the Oblivion remaster? Are you gonna play it on one of your gaming handhelds, or are you gonna just sit and have your eyes melting looking at your PC screen for the next like 7 months? That's probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah, make sure you share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you are watching and not subscribing, so please do that for me. Alright, goodbye.